So this is the urgent versus important matrix. And this is known by a lot of other names, but I choose to call it the urgent versus important matrix. You can see here we have four quadrants, and it's important to really look at this so we can really understand it, and then we can evaluate ourselves using it so we can optimize the use of our time when working from home. Because as we know, time management is extremely important when working from home to avoid burnout. So, right now we're looking at the top left quadrant where it says important and urgent. So these are things that are pressing. These are things like you have a deadline that's today or tomorrow, this evening. These are the things that need to get done right now and are super critical. Then we go to stage two, things that are important but not urgent. So, say you have a big project that's maybe you have a deadline coming up next week, then you're prepping for that, or you need to get in touch with somebody to help you build that important project that you have going on. That's something that's important, but it's not super pressing. And then we come over here to the urgent but not important. So if somebody's calling you, if somebody needs something right there, right then and there, that's urgent probably for that person that needs something from you, but it's not super important to you. And you probably know the type of person that maybe in your workplace is the one that's always sending you these emails that are super urgent, but they're really not super important. Um, and then the fourth quadrant, we have not urgent and not important. So, there's emails that you get all the time that's like, oh, here's a cool article that I read and I wanted to share with you, or, other things that can come up that are neither important nor urgent. And as you can see at the bottom, these are also what we call time wasters. So it's important to keep those things in mind too when keeping track of your time and the way that you're managing it when working from home. So now here we have a way to evaluate yourself. So really take the time to list out all of your tasks that you do on a daily basis and give each quadrant a percentage so that you can see where you are spending most of your time, which quadrant takes up the most of your time on a daily basis. And then once you've evaluated yourself and taken a look at those percentages, maybe it's time to reevaluate and reorganize how you spend your time. As you can see, a good time management is spent in things that are important but not super urgent. That's where you want to spend the majority of your time, and then everything else. If we're maximizing our time in the important but not urgent category, we shouldn't have too many super urgent, important things in that category. And then the bottom two ones, we should be managing those as well. Not important, urgent, and then not important, not urgent. So if we can take a really good look at how we're using our time, we can really maximize how we use it and help avoid burnout when working from home.